Alrighty boys, welcome back to the video, and today we have another update for Bannerlord. We have more dev news. They're still posting, which is good to see. Unfortunately, before the video even starts, because I feel like I have to say this, patch 1.2 is not currently to live yet, but we do have a post from the developers about what's happening with that patch. Also, I'm going to answer some questions and some worries from people from my previous video that I uploaded yesterday or about 2 days ago whenever you guys watch this video. So we're going to go over that as well. Plus, I still have that other video coming up about the secret changes that we received in patch 1.2 as well. So stick around for that. You know, there's a lot of good things coming up. But also, just a reminder for you guys, for people on consoles waiting for the patch 1.2 to move to live, they said sometime in November. We still have 10 days. It is November 20th when I'm recording this video. We still have 10 days. No worries. And obviously, we're still going to receive a beta 1.2.5 very shortly as well. Alrighty, so first, let's go over what the devs have to say about 1.2 just to get it out the way, okay? So we have a player asking, developers, we need answers. Where is the update promised for this month? Will it come out next year? If it's not possible to launch this month, please at least let us know. We need information. There it is. Asking a comment, a little bit snarkiness. And then, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is the basic way to ask ask a question on the forums. You know what I mean? You got to take a little stab at them, but it's okay. I get it. The community manager responded, we continue to work on bringing the 1.2.x version series to all platforms. Beta 1.2.5 will be released first with a number of significant fixes and changes. Alrighty, so first we will see the beta before we see the move to live. And it looks like we still don't have an exact date for patch 1.2. Alright. And then the community manager continues and says, I'm personally very happy with the close test we've done with a number of modders. Thank you. And then he lists the modders. NPC, Lemmy, Hun and Dawa, Fuzul McDoozle, what a name, and others that resulted in further polishing of world map moddability, as well as confirmation that the long module loading times are now significantly reduced when using a new bulk shader compilation. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? For all the boys looking for mods out there, where all the good mods at, they're coming. Or if they're already there, they're getting better, man. All right, we're here. Then they continue to say, it will also contain further multiplayer balance adjustments based on your feedback, single-player adjustments to AI combat level calculation, we talked about it in the previous video, and tweaks to settlement garrison balance. There it is, among other things. So it will actually be quite a big beta. Not huge, not like a new beta release, not like 1.3 releasing, right? But it will have some significant changes. Cool. Please stay tuned for more news on the 1.2x series moving to live. Appreciate the patience. There it is. So we will probably get another statement about it, or it will be released live depending on how they get it out. All right. Let's see what people have to say about this. Anything crazy? I'm looking for the crazy comments. No, nothing crazy. So are we still getting the new version this month like we were told, or was that a lie? That's tough. All right, moving on. We have a person creating a thread called Getting Ready for 1.2 Updates. Hi, everyone. I await the 1.2 updates. Although I think I am prepared for it, I am afraid what could happen if it all goes wrong. What in the world? What is going on here? Because I conquered all of Calradia and own all fiefs together. Okay, this guy's just taunting it right here. All right, so he's pretty much saying, listen, I'm happy to wait for the patch. All right, sure. It sounds like a lot of propaganda to me. And then the community manager responded with saying, thank you for sharing your assignment. Upcoming patch, working on it. There it is. They're working on it. We got one appreciation post. I am surprised that this doesn't have any crazy replies. It doesn't. Very, very interesting. Next, moving on, reports on enemy armies forming. So this is a suggestion for single player, okay? And it has a response. So the suggestion is having a unit or system that can report news of enemy armies being raised and where and how many numbers, strength, and their likely intentions would be helpful. Any reports on enemies in the forming of spy and spy reports could be used for information. Spies, the reports probable siege opportunity. this could be added. I don't know exactly how it would be added. Maybe like if you have a certain number of leadership or certain number of this, you can get like a perk that offers you spies in return for you paying, like, let's say, I don't know, 200, 300, 400 gold per day or something like that. So it has to be kind of expensive, but not too expensive technically, because the spy. And then every time like an army forms, let's say you can see the army on the map for like 10 seconds, or it pops up on the right screen and says a new army is forming from your enemy over here. Your spies have found that the army is going this way, and it just shows up on the map whenever you click on the right icon on the right side of the screen. The same icon that pops up whenever like you give birth or you take over a settlement, stuff like that. And then the community manager says, "We'll bring this up. Thank you." Yes, I think it should be brought up. I think spies were also like a huge thing. Everybody had spies, right? Like if you ran a kingdom, you needed spies. You needed to know what was going on around you in the world. Next, we have another suggestion, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, another suggestion. Promote troops and upgrading them to companion for richer role playing. Ooh, I don't know if they're going to add this, but it would be cool, huh? I'm guessing he's giving some examples. That's cool. So if they get like past their full level, that would actually be sick. So let's say they get to their full level. A unit gets to its full level. Then it has to gain an enormous and inconceivable amount of experience. Pretty much like it has to live through so many battles. And then once it reaches that rank, you can promote them to a companion. That would be fire. Now hold on, he's cooking. This, I like this. I like this idea already. Am I going to read all this? I'll be honest with you, probably not. But let's read the first how he would implement. Hi, I would like to see a feature added to the game which allows you to declare retainers from common troops so they can be identified from low-ranked troops. If these minor retainers can be declared, named, and eventually made baronets, landless nobility, so companions, once you start a kingdom, I think this would add quite a bit of narrative richness without requiring any rebalancing considerations. As an extension, it would be wonderful if you could develop your own companions from your own troops. I could see an interesting populism, dynamic potential, where elevating a lowly... This guy is a dictionary over here, brother. Encyclopedia. What are all these big words, my brother? Going crazy. And I already know all the comments. Oh, you don't know big words? What are you, stupid or something? Listen, man, you don't always got to put big words where small words can fit. I'm just saying. He continues and says, and eventually to baronet would, baronet, yeah, I'm saying you're right, would boost your troops' morale but heavily damage your reputation with nobles and noble-born lords. That is true. Back in the day, obviously, the nobles, and even nowadays, I'm sorry to say, the nobles of nowadays, too, technically, they don't, like being around non-nobility, if that kind of makes sense. You can kind of, you know what I mean? You can fill in the lines. I don't want to say nothing too crazy. Because I remember I said something a little bit too crazy in one video, and I had like 7 people come out the blue like, brother, I can't believe you believe this. And I'm just like, please, relax. We're talking about games. All right, let's stay on topic over here. All right. So this guy said good idea, but the game's basically finished, so devs probably won't do anything. All right, true, brother, got him. There should be random events. I also agree. And then the community manager response says, "Hey all, thanks everyone for the suggestions. We'll bring it up." Oh, okay, so it's not just that suggestion. But I agree. Making your troops into companions is kind of cool. We already can make companions into people that own into clans that own fiefs and fight for your kingdom. So why not have that from troop to companion as well? I think that can be done. For sure. I think the mechanisms are all there because you have the transition, like I said, from companion to clan. So it should be easy to implement the troop to companion. Costs less, obviously, way less, but it requires the troop to be there for a long time. I think it would be cool. I think it would add like some storytelling, again role playing, stuff like that. Noise. No, that's pretty much all the additions, really. Again, going over the announcement for 1.2, it's still being worked on. We're going to receive the beta first. The beta is going to include a lot of good stuff for modability, less loading times, lower loading times, and also polishing of the world map. So the world map can have more modability functionality. Cool. More mods will acquire things that has to do with the world map, the one that you run around on. Also, multiplayer balance adjustments, single player adjustments to combat AI, combat level. Oh my god, I can't read. AI combat level calculations. What that means, by the way, if you don't know what AI combat level calculations means, it means when the AI attacks you, the player, or when the AI runs away from you, the player, as soon as they see the player, they will look at them and be like, will look at you technically because you're the player, right? Will look at you and say, can I fight this person or can I not? If it's yes, they're going to fight you. If no, they're not going to fight you. The thing is, they don't look at you the same as other AI. So if another AI has 1,000 troops and this AI has 1,000 troops, they're going to take, and they have, let's say, what's the best way to put this? Okay, enemy AI has 1,000 troops, and the AI that, okay, I'm trying to, best way to put this. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, whenever the AI looks at another AI, if it sees 1,000 troops, that's what it's going to put into its calculations to calculate if they're going to attack this AI or not. When the AI looks at a player, when an AI lord looks at a player, if the player has 1,000 troops, the AI only sees 800 of those troops. 750 to 800 of those troops. I don't remember exactly what it is, if it's 75% or 80%, but pretty much why this was done, pretty much why the AI can only see 75% of your troops, so the AI actually attacks you more and actually does more sieges, so therefore you as the player can get more defense gameplay. Like you as the defender of a castle or a town, if you're the defender in that siege, you're going to see more action now because the AI will sometimes, you know, not sometimes, but always, if it sees you with a lot of troops, it's only going to see a portion, like 75% of it, so it engages in more fights with you. Because if it always saw you as the bigger guy, like for the troops that you have, because usually the player has more troops than most AI, it won't, you know, go into any fights with you. It won't go into any sieges with you. So so for the AI to engage more with the player, they made it so the count is lower whenever they see it in their eyes, in the AI's eyes. It's so hard to explain. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. The AI just looks at you like you're weaker than you actually are. That is the best way I can say it. Holy, that took forever to actually get out of my mouth. All right, pause. Now, moving on. We have some questions, concerns. Let's just get through them real quick. So first, John, the legend over here, John Wayne. By the way, why did you unsubscribe, man? You come back every video, brother. Get to it, all right? Get that sub back up there, all right? So he goes, I understand you got to hold the line of I'm being patient, but at what point are you going to be willing to concede that it's taking too long? My brother, as I've responded to him, I've pretty much said it every single time. Every single time that it's come up, I've said, yes, I agree. It's taken way too long. Because it is. It's taken way too long for them to actually get this patch out there. There's a lot of, you know, people being very loud about it. Sorry, there's something caught my eye, and I'm trying to get it out as I'm talking. Holy, there's really something caught my eye. But yeah, I do concede. If you want, this could be my formal concede. Yeah, it's taking too long. You know what I mean? I don't disagree with you there. And obviously, as a content creator, I would love for it to come out because obviously I can make more content out of it, right? But it looks like they are just, you know, having a lot of issues with it. That's how I see it, because I'm not a modder, I'm not a developer, so I have no clue. But it looks like they're having a lot of issues with it. Hopefully they can still meet the November deadline. That's what I'm hoping for. You know what I mean? Still remaining hopeful. Still have 10 more days, but we will see how that goes. And I will keep you updated. Next, do we have a date for the patch 1.2 when it is out to consoles? No, we do not. Unfortunately, they said it was going to be sometime in November, and obviously the beta is coming out first, so we're kind of cutting it close. 10 more days for the beta to first come out, and then for the live to come out. Maybe the beta is going to come out this week. We'll see how that goes. Again, I will keep you updated. And lastly, is this how it's going to be every update for console? We got to wait 4 to 5 months to update. That's not even that big. I'm feeling a little sad, bro. Please. It's the wrong picture here, but don't feel sad, my brother. No, it's not gonna how it's gonna be. They said they've ran into some significant blocker issues, whatever those are, but it's not gonna be like this every single time, unless they run into these blocker issues every single time. You know what I mean? But no, they stated that they kind of like that it's taken a little bit longer, but I think it's already too long for everybody. I think everybody already understands it's too long. What I see what they did in the past was it usually took them 1 to 2 months after the patch was released to beta to move to live. This time it's taken, like you said, 4 to 5. Yeah, it's taken too long. But I don't think this is going to be their baseline. I think this is just unfortunately what's happening currently, and everybody has what's that word where it's like short term, like not short term memory, but like I guess short term memory, where as me, someone who's followed the development since literally the day it came out as early access. I've seen how the development went, and we've had one of these things that happened to us as well during early access, where it did take like 6 months until like the next updates, because they had to like reformat some kind of code because it was just tangled up and just completely just all messed up, and it took very very long. Kind of like the same amount of time as it is taking now. So this has happened before. It was a different issue, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, I don't think this is going to take every single time. It's going to be 4 to 5 months. I think, especially in the next one, they're probably going to try to put it out a lot faster to regain a little bit of, I guess, like the favor of like the people on the forums and stuff. But and obviously the people on PlayStation, Xbox that do want to have these updates faster. But I think this will not be how it's going to be in the future. That's going to do it for me. That's your updates. Again, we're going to have another video coming out probably the next 2 days, or maybe even a couple of videos, depending if the beta drops and also if we get any more news on the live. But more Bannerlord content is coming. I will see you guys next time.